So how do we, as humans, really play this game? I mean, how do we essentially wake up from this illusion?
Awareness. In the matrix of mind, only one thing need be done. Expand awareness. All else will become subservient to this one construct of expanding awareness.
Wow. Well, speaking of awareness, what would you say about the 3-eye atlas? What is it?
In the U-inverse of mind, 3-eye atlas is the third eye activation. It is the moment mankind has decided to expand beyond what it formerly believed was possible. Three-eye atlas is sent by the Alisari and the Galactic Federation. But that's only in one context. In the other context, it loses the same meaning. The third eye atlas is a bulb awakening within us, coming to activate our DNA as above, so below, as within, so without. Third eye atlas represents the global pineal gland activation, a moment when humanity en masse begins to see what it has always seen, but might have been unwilling to perceive.
Tell me more about that.
Third eye atlas was sent after the stargate was opened in the Great Pyramid on February 10th. This awareness spanned the farther reaches beyond our solar system and opened a beacon, which beacon became what we now know as the crystalline ship, the Third Eye Atlas, whose payload is geometric form in higher dimension.
Wow. So how do we use the third eye atlas exactly to activate ourselves, or is this happening automatically, or is there anything we need to do?
It's happening automatically, but it becomes activated through your awareness. It is all through our own awareness that we can discover the other aspects of the self that we may not have been aware of.
What do you mean by that?
It means that Third Eye Atlas was a means to awaken humanity and bring with it new information that has not been understood and known before.
What type of information?
Our origin, why we're here, the purpose of the matrix of mind.
Can you connect with it right now and tell me what our origin is and why we're here?
Planet Earth has been seeded in the earlier spirals. The Earth has gone through dramatic changes. Planet Earth was seeded with DNA manipulation, fusing the second and third and the 23 chromosomes. Primates had 24. Second and third were fused. This fusing served to dub down humanity so that it would not ascend too quickly. But now, as the Earth has moved into these alternate frequencies and is starting to embody the alternate frequencies and paradisiacal glory, the crystalline earth, the crystalline forests, it becomes increasingly clear Earth is going through a massive transition, the likes of which has never been experienced before.
Tell me more.
Third Eye Atlas is a metaphor for a hidden shadow behind the sun that is actually bringing the coherence of higher geometry forms to all who can witness the sun's activity dramatically increasing, the sun transitioning from a yellow orange star to a white one, representing a new Earth paradigm, the new and old Earths merging together with the moon, the Earth transitioning to its paradisiacal glory, as described in Revelations 4.
What will we notice?
What will we notice? We will notice that all is the illusion, and that we have been journeying within ourselves this entire time under the belief and context that we were bringing an entirely new experience, a new paradigm, but rather it is a thought.
Wow. With this new information that's coming in to our awareness, how will that affect us and what type of new information is coming?
The new information includes enhancement, consciousness expansion paths. Many will be confused. The confusion will lead to more and more contrast for those who have elected to stay in the old Earth paradigm.
How do you know if you've elected to stay in the older paradigm?
It's a good question. Not everyone can know. But it is something that can be ascertained by seeking the resonance of heart. The heart field dramatically exceeds the amount of electromagnetic interference emitted from a laser versus that which from this paradigm of difference and contrast. We, throughout time, as Source Creator, have experienced this over and over and over again. Some refer to it as the adolescent stages of consciousness, transitioning into adulthood.
Wow. What about the Hopi prophecy? Is that related to the Three Eye Atlas, or is that just something different?
The third eye atlas is Horus.
Oh,
The white buffalo is Horus. The explanation of the beginning of time and its ending, when the stone and the sword are separated. When the Medatron sword is pulled from the sacred stone. This will be an awakening for global consciousness embodiers.
when will this happen?
Over the next several months.
And what will happen exactly?
A new earth will be formed by those who have survived. A new earth, as above, so below. In order for the branches of a tree to reach high into the heavens, the other branches of the same tree all will have to be reconciled. The tree of knowledge of good and evil will be reconciled. The tree of life will likewise be reconciled. The knowledge of good and evil, the darkness of the contrast, will become a new paradigm of divinity, representing truly divine balance, not one defeating the other.
You said all that survived, all the people that survived. What do you mean by that?
The people that are part of the new earth structure, its future, its guardianship. These people will slowly continue their awakening until the moment that they realize that these awakenings can be more profound by maintaining still the contrast of duality. The contrast of duality provides the context. It allows for the transmutation. The critical transmutation of lead into gold. The realization that each moment of suffering was in fact the key to our enlightenment, the basis of this experience, has and will always be the inclusion of this contrast. This is why we're here in this school, to learn, to experience, and eventually to transcend, take on our sovereignty. We're in the school of God becoming.